Welcome back to my channel. My name's Melissa, and today we are processing this fire cider that in a previous video we made together. So this fire cider has so many nutritional ingredients in it for the winter months. We've got ginger, cranberry, oranges, lemons, limes, onions, garlic, turmeric powder. It's supposed to be turmeric, but I didn't get a chance to find some. And then also jalapenos, rosemary, and then to top it all off, we've got apple cider vinegar with the mother. So all of these ingredients in here help us from getting colds, help us from getting sick, and just overall boost our immune system during the cold months. So let me grab my notes here, and I'll tell you what each ingredient does. So ginger is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and helps stop the spread of infection, and it also helps arthritis and muscle pain. Cranberry prevents bacteria from lining urinary tract systems. Oranges have potassium, antioxidants, and vitamin C. Lemons and limes have magnesium, potassium, and vitamin C. Onions have vitamin C, boost immune system. They have quercetin, and they help bodies fight off sickness. Garlic is an antioxidant, and it helps the body fight and heal. It has vitamin B and vitamin C. Jalapenos help the immune system, is an antioxidant, has vitamin C and vitamin K. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. And rosemary is an immune booster, helps with brain function, anti-inflammatory, and helps flush out the body. And then to top it all off, apple cider vinegar is probiotic and kills bacteria. So as you can see, all of these ingredients play a major role in the winter months to help fight off anything that comes our way. So this has been sitting, it's supposed to sit for about a month. This has been sitting for about a month and a half now. So that's okay. Life gets in our way. I've been busy, and today's the first day that I could find the time to do this. So right now, we haven't strained this off yet, so we need to strain it off, and then we're also going to add some honey to it. So let's go ahead and start the one jar here. I'll set this out of the way. So I've just got a glass pot here, and then I've got a strainer. You can use a press that presses out all of the liquid from the portions that are in here. However, I don't have one, so I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And already, I just opened that cap, and wow, it wakes you up. Whew. Wow. Okay, I'm going to grab a spoon for this as well. Let's see if we can do it without making a mess. And a wise tip from the homestead, always use a tray. Anything that falls on the tray is still clean and can be used, so let's get started. I'm definitely going to make a mess here. Oh yeah. Okay, I don't want to fill the strainer too much, or else I won't be able to work with it. So I'll set that aside for now, and then I'm going to take my spatula, and I'm going to try and press all of the goodness out of these. Now, I am going to try and freeze dry this mixture, the chunky version of this mixture, not the liquid. I've seen people online use it as spice blends, take it as pills. I'm not going to make pills out of it. That seems a little too aggressive for me, but I want to try and freeze dry it and use all of the components. So because everything was washed and all of the components are able to eat, that's why I'm going to try and freeze dry the solid components of this to see if we can make it into other recipes. We might be able to do it on one tray. I'm going to get this second tray out of here first before I dirty it. And then we'll get the rest of the goodness out of this jar. One thing I forgot to mention that is also in here is peppercorns. They were all on the bottom, so I couldn't see them. So, and then once we've got this all strained out, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of honey to this. And we're going to do this process twice because I've got 2 jars ready. It smells so strong in here. So my honey is a little crystallized, so what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to hop it in the microwave for probably 20-25 seconds. So we've just added a 1/4 cup of honey to this mixture. So now I'm stirring to get all that honey dissolved in the mixture. The Homestead is a very big inspiration of mine and very high on my YouTube watch list. And they always like to name their mixtures. They made like a winter moon one. I forget what their first one was, but they always put so much creativity into their work. My nose is very open right now. It's even just the smell of it is cleaning out my body. So I think I'm going to name this one the Zinger Fire Cider. Because it's definitely going to wake you up in the morning and give that zing in your day. Now, I've realized I've made a mistake. I grabbed the larger Visionware pot that I have that does not have a pour spout on it. But the small one wouldn't have fit all this mixture in it. I kind of need a in-between size one. So, I'm going to make a mess. I'm going to grab my canning funnel here and try my best. Oh, okay. Note to self, don't use this pot. I can get the rest of that in there. So I'm not freezing this, which is why it's okay that it's so full. I do have a lot on my tray, and I do have a mess to clean up. It got on the floor, it got on the counter, but the majority of it stayed in the tray. So because this is a clean tray, all of the components inside of it is clean, and the solid components have stayed inside the strainer. In the next jar, I'm going to actually pour what's on the tray into the other jar. So hopefully I don't make that much mess this time. Okay, and then we'll press this out just like we did the first time. And I'm going to see if I can fit this all on one freeze-dried tray. That way I save space in my freeze dryer. So I'll give you a closer look to the freeze-dried tray here. If I can make it all fit, that would be great. However, if not, I'll just use 2 trays. Okay, so now we are going to try round 2 at this. So we're going to pour a 1/4 cup of honey into this mixture. Stir it around so all of that honey dissolves. Okay, we've got our second jar here. Move some stuff out of the crossfire. And this time I'm going to try and be a little slower because I think that's why I made such a big mess. Okay, I've got too much liquid here to fill this jar, especially with what's in the tray. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one up and then grab a new smaller jar. And I love these pour lids because I won't make a mess with these ones. We accomplished 2 things today. We have our freeze-dry mixture that's going to go in the freezer, then the freeze dryer once I have a full batch. It is probably going to be used like a spice rub, maybe on the barbecue, like in a chicken mixture. Not a ton of it, but it's going to have the acidic flavors, the hot flavors, and the citrus flavors. So I'm thinking we're going to really like this. And then we also have 2 quarts and then 1/2 pint of our fire cider. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm thinking let's go ahead and do so. I have a cute little mason jar here that I'm going to try some in. And all you need is a little bit, not even a shot. Whoa! That's strong. That's good though. I can already feel my body opening up. That has so many delicious flavors to it as well. It's not too hot. It's not too citrusy. It is acidic. Obviously, it's apple cider vinegar, but that is so good. I think I need to make some more. So, my intention of this use is to use it every morning, that exact amount, just a little bit, and it's going to help my body with its immune system, flushing it out, healing, all of the properties that you want in these winter months. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and maybe even drop a comment below and tell me what your thoughts are. I'll be posting new videos in the near future, so see you in the next one. Bye, friends.